It's smart to plan for your future today so that there's less to worry about as we get older. Senior Citizen Lawyer helps seniors with strategic plans and advice so they can enjoy their golden years. Attorney at law Dustin McFarland is here with more on how we can help clients protect their rights as they age. Welcome, Dustin.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we're happy to have you on. And Dustin, what is an advanced healthcare directive?
This is a legal document where you get to decide who's in charge of you if you become injured or ill. And what's great is that you're in charge. You don't have to worry about the government ever making any decisions for you.
Okay, that's beneficial to know. And why should someone need an advanced healthcare directive?
You know, we all seem that we're invincible, but unfortunately we're not. And so when we get sick or if we become injured, it's important that our family has the peace of mind knowing they can take care of us and make decisions on our behalf.
Yeah, I think that peace of mind is very important. And could you explain what power of attorney means and why would someone need it?
Yeah, these two often get confused, but the power of attorney is a power of attorney, or is a document that allows someone to make financial decisions for you. So where the healthcare directive is in charge of healthcare decisions, a power of attorney is in charge of financial decisions. And again, allowing your family to have the peace of mind knowing that if you become injured or ill, they don't have to stress about what's going to happen. They know who's in charge and how they can take care of you.
Yeah, there's already something set in plan. And what happens if someone doesn't have those documents in place before they need them?
You know, I can't emphasize how horrible this is when people don't have this in place. Their family ends up having to go to court and have a judge then take over and make the decisions for them. So people have the choice. They can either choose for themselves who they want to be in charge, or they can let a judge in a superior court make that decision through what's called a conservatorship. It's a horrible process that I really hope no one ever has to go through.
Yeah, it sounds like it's good to plan ahead for a smart outcome. And does the same person have to be in place for both the advanced healthcare directive and power of attorney?
No, that's the beauty of it. Because you're in charge, you get to decide who is going to be your decision maker for health, who is going to be your decision maker for financial decisions, and it can really fit your family and your situation. So be selective and choose people that you trust and you know will do what you want them to do.
Now, are both of these included in an estate plan?
So generally speaking, these things are included in every estate plan. Occasionally I see them that they're missing, and really that's a travesty. These things should be included and updated every time you do an estate plan, and in fact probably updated every 2 or 3 years just to make sure they're current and they're going to be accepted in those emergency times when you may need them.
And Dustin, you highlighted it a bit, but how can an estate plan show someone that they truly care for their family?
So an estate plan really says to your family, I don't want you to go through the pain and suffering of not knowing what I want done. It's a written set of instructions that you can clearly outline to your family who's going to be a decision maker, what they're allowed to do, and ultimately who's in charge of all of your affairs in your life. And so this just is an act of love that people do to make life easier and more comfortable for their spouse or for their children.
Yeah, sounds like it's, like you mentioned, it's smart to plan ahead for all of this. And Dustin, you have a special offer for our YCL viewers. I understand, a free consultation of some sort.
Yeah, we're happy to sit down with you and talk about your situation. And there's no charge. You can come into the office. We can do a Zoom call. But we want to lay out or figure out exactly what is appropriate for you and your situation and set a plan in place to make sure your family doesn't have to worry if crisis strikes unexpectedly, which is most of the time.
Yeah, and Dustin, what are the benefits of someone planning their estate plan through Senior Citizen Lawyer? What can they expect from you guys?
So we really focus on working with seniors we have a lot of experience with the nuances that, you know, an 80-year-old or a 70-year-old might have versus a 40-year-old.
Right.
So we understand how dementia works, how long-term care works. We understand the expenses that are associated with that and make sure that your estate plan incorporates all of those nuances that seniors are experiencing that they never experienced before.
Right. Yeah,
when they were
planning
younger.
ahead for sure. Dustin, thank you for joining us. And for a free consultation, as he mentioned, visit seniorcitizenlawyer.com.